Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Awaz, and I have a wonderful person, and I always take pride meeting with such a successful and a wonderful person, a person who creates opportunity for the people, one thing, and then a person who shows us the right path. Scott Davie from the Davie Reality, and here in Brampton, they have just opened their office in Brampton. You can see at the back, Bristol Place. Now they are in Brampton, and today is a big day here in Brampton. Scott, thank you very much for giving us time, please.
It's a pleasure to be with you today.
Always nice seeing you. Um, Scott, first of all, of course, the housing market, sometimes people have certain doubts in their minds. What's going on? And on one side, we look at there is a shortage of homes, more people. And on the other hand, we see that it is difficult to buy a home. So how would you explain it?
There's definitely, let's start out with some good news, Arifa, because we all want to hear good news in times like this. So, the real estate industry, it's such an important part of the Ontario economy. It creates over 550,000 jobs for Ontario, and it creates $57 billion into the GDP. So it's really important we have a healthy real estate industry. So the good news is this year is that we have an increase in the number of houses that have been built this year, and we have an increase in the amount that are coming next year as well. So I'm just going to give you some quick stats here. According to Altus Group, we have good news when it comes to the. There was a shortage of inventory before, and one of the biggest problems is the shortage of inventory. But we have, of the inventory we have, everything under construction right now, 83% of it is sold when it comes to high-rise, and 86% of housing, new homes are sold right now. So there's not a glut of properties on the market. This would be very dangerous for the real estate market if there was too many properties available for sale in the market. So it's still not that situation. We still have a shortage of properties in Ontario. So that means the foundation of the market is very secure. When we look at the number of homes that were built, we had 33,000 new homes and condos built this year. That was a 93% increase in the number of high-rise condos that were sold last year. We're expecting 48,000 new homes and condos to be built next year. That's what's scheduled. So even though we had a record number this year, the construction that's happening next year is going to dwarf what we've done this year. So this is really good for the economy, the fact that, the trades are working, and there's all these houses being built. So the government is being successful somewhat, in the Ontario government is being somewhat successful in the steps they're taking to provide more homes. But we still have a lot more room to go as far as building enough homes for all the people that are coming.
Thank you very much. And I would like, Majid, would you please join us? Because yesterday's report, what we were looking at is there are more immigrants coming in, other than students, I think. So it's 1.5 million more immigrants are coming in next 3 years. Now, the housing market, it is no more a buyer's market now. There are a lot more bids are going on. Majid, would you mind to cover that part? And I think so Scott can answer.
Yesterday was a good news for a real estate market. Anybody wants to sell their houses now, because the market went up, Scott, 37%. Compared to last year, this time in January, there were 37% increase in
volume of sales. Yeah.
volume of sales. But what you just said a few minutes ago, that there is a shortage of the houses, means the listing is very down, and of course the interest rate went down a little. Just a little bit here and there, but the trend is down. Trend is down. That's a good. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, what they're projecting is in the end of the second quarter of this year, we'll see mortgage interest rates stabilize or go down, and that's really good news for people in Ontario and people in Canada for sure. We really need the interest rates to stabilize or come down to get consumer confidence back, so that people will come back out to the market.
One quarter down or just talking about 1 quarter down, we won't be getting any of these because everything is going to be sold out. People are just waiting. It's just a volcano, isn't it?
Well, I think particularly here at Bristol Place, we do have a little bit of a solution that we're going to be announcing on the radio with you tomorrow. So we will have something good news about the interest rates, how we can help people.
So you don't want get out of the bag at the moment.
Should we say it now? Okay, we'll say it now. So we're not really supposed to be talking about this until the weekend, but we'll talk about it now. So Solmar really understands the plight of people right now and the concern about people right now with the level of interest rates. So what we're announcing on the weekend is that we're going to have a new incentive at Bristol Place in Brampton. We're going to be offering an up to 2.5% mortgage buy down. So that means, so if someone has an 80% first mortgage, the builder is going to look at what the interest rate would be based on 2.5% for that 12 months and give a cash back at closing in order to help them with their, with their plight. Yeah, so,
that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. That is really a big deal for now. This is a big deal.
Yeah, because people really need to know. They need to have some comfort in making a decision that they'll be able to afford to close. So I think that's really important. The other thing, too, is deposits. What we're doing is we're addressing the situation by stretching out a deposit to 730 days so that and breaking into lots of payments so that the deposit is more affordable right now and the condo will be more affordable when they close in 2028.
Later on,
yes.
when they're ready to take it.
Basically, these are the incentives for the buyers. There must be incentives for the salespeople as well, which we will discuss
Yes.
on Friday.
Yes, as well. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so there's going to be an accelerated deposit payout. Commission payout. Sorry, I'm a little bit excited to explain it. Yeah. So basically, commission is going to be paid out quicker than normal. It'll be paid up. The first 1% would be paid 90 days after firm up, 1% at 9 months, 1% at start of construction, and 1% at final closing. So the agents get their money a little quicker.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And Solmar is one of the finest builder. I need to hear from you.
Certainly, yep. Solmar's been around for over 30 years. They're known for providing a superior quality product. They always choose strategic locations that are really good, like here in Brampton, right next to the GO train station. And of course, their after-sale service is outstanding as well. So people have a better experience and make more money when they choose Solmar.
We are looking at the building right here, but could you tell a bit more about it for people sitting at home and haven't seen this yet?
Sure. So Bristol Place will be the tallest tower in Brampton at 48 stories. It's only a few steps to the GO train station where people can get downtown to Union Station or out to Waterloo very quickly. We also have the other public transit all at hand in the area. We're right in the heart of the Brampton Innovation District, where there's lots of new jobs coming, lots of new students coming. Patrick Brown, our great mayor, has changed the zoning to accommodate great growth in Brampton, and people who buy here will really benefit from that by getting a higher demand for tenants and higher rents and a higher demand for people wanting to live here, so higher appreciation as well compared to, say, other areas in Brampton on the outskirts. So this is the superior location for Brampton.
In real estate, I've heard location.
Exactly.
And this is the location.
Exactly, Majid. Yep, for sure. Yeah.
And for those people who are interested in buying these ones, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, the best thing is to contact Arifa, and then she would be able to bring them in and give them all the information.
One more thing, Scott, I know how many apartments, so this means people should not wait till the last moment. There must not be so much inventory left.
We still have a pretty good selection, so there's still time.
There's still time.
Yeah.
So don't wait.
Just like one last really important thing to end at. The way things are going, immigration is driving our market. And with the number of new people we have, new Canadians coming, we just have a dramatic shortage of real estate for them. We know that rents could double over the next 5 years. Property values could also double over the next 5 years because of immigration driving the housing crisis we have. So people who do not buy today may not be able to afford to buy in the same location and the same size property as they can today. So it is important that people make a buying decision and maybe change their strategy a little bit. It's important maybe to put a little bit more money down if that requires maybe buying one investment property instead of two, or buying with your brother, or buying with a friend from work or a neighbor. That's a good strategy to put maybe 30 or 40% down instead of buying two properties with 20% down.
Beautiful, and you must look at it. Saturday, Sunday, this office is also open, 204 Main Street North. It's in Brampton. You must come and see this. One thing what Scott mentioned is it's a very flexible payment plan, and on top of that, builder is also helping to close the properties.
Well, what we're doing is we're going to buy down the interest rate up to 2.5%.
Beautiful.
For the first year.
We'll see you here in the office. Scott Davie, must meet him. Do mention that you listen this on this channel. Thank you very kindly. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Arifa.